ready, dude? I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Dude, check it out. Look at us. Where's Jake? Jake, you in there?
Go away, Logan. Just go away.
What's going on, buddy?
Logan, I failed us, Logan. Tried so hard. It's cardboard. It doesn't withstand water. I tried everything. Tried chemical compounds, sprays, anti-waterproofing shoe polish. Could keep it alive underwater, Logan.
Is this about the underwater box fort? I thought we said we weren't gonna do it.
We can't back down, Logan. I can't let the viewers down like that. The viewers know Papa Jake never lies to them. And I promised an underwater box fort. I told them we would do it, and we have to do it. We have to find a way to do it.
What if we just built it out of wood?
Wood? You talking about a compound other than cardboard? There have been papers written on other compounds, wood, metal. We could possibly make our box out of it and put it underwater. We will find some of this wood and we will build a box for it underwater.
Before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know that during this shoot, we had a safety diver on set at all times so we could watch and make sure that nothing went wrong. This is a super serious and dangerous video, and I do not want you guys to try this at home. Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? This is Papa Jake here from Team Epiphany, and we are back with a brand new video, and today we are doing one of the most requested videos on our channel. That is the underwater box fort base. We tried it before. Did we try it twice? We tried it twice. We tried it twice. It did not work because boxes don't like water. And also, it's kind of hard. You know, you have to hold your breath. You have to go underwater. It's tricky. But today, we're changing the game. We are going to be making an underwater box fort base that not only can withstand itself underwater, but also, we went ahead and we got our scuba licenses. We got the full scuba gear, and we're going to be chilling in an underwater base. Only we'll know how to get to it. We went to scuba school, guys. It was lit. So we learned how to scuba dive. We learned all the ins and outs, how to use the oxygen tanks, how to use everything like that. Now we're perfectly prepared to make this awesome underwater base. And you guys seem to love these underwater videos. So if you guys do like these underwater vids and love us doing this, smack that like button down below. Let's get 100,000 likes on this video because it's gonna be lit. You're thinking, Papa Jake, how are you gonna survive underwater if cardboard like melts away? So basically we figured out the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna make the top part of the base out of wood. So we went ahead and bought a bunch of wood. Before we get geared up, before we show you guys all the cool gear we're gonna be using, we gotta start building this thing. So I think I'm gonna start building the hardest part, which is the underwater base. Between me and you, Papa Jake knows the ins and outs of cardboard, all right? I'm a cardboard box fort building master. But wood, that's a whole new story. I haven't used wood in a long time. I built a birdhouse in high school. We're gonna go grab all the wood, lie it out, and we'll start building. I'm no building expert, but I'm pretty sure this is the stuff we need. This is the wood, the hard stuff, the good stuff. Basically, we're gonna use this and put it all together with screws to make our box. There's a lot of wood here to bring out. Let's get started. All right, there we go. That's a lot heavier than cardboard. Only problem now is we can't use tape, so I gotta go get a screwdriver, some nails. Also, real talk, I kind of realized one of the most important things they teach you in school. Wood floats. That might be an issue. I got splinters in my hands. I don't like wood, I like cardboard. I'm gonna start by laying out the wood in kind of like the direction I want it to go, and then once I kind of have an idea as to how big we want this fort to be, I'll start screwing down each piece, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. And remember, guys, if you do have some wood lying around at home, do not try this at home unless you have parent supervision. I mean, the worst thing that can happen to me using tape is a paper cut, but the worst thing that can happen to me with this, I really don't want to find out. I'm gonna use this extra wood to kind of gap the pieces together. So this is gonna be like our duct tape, so to speak. For the sides, I'll probably use the metal brackets that we have, but I think this should work for the base. In terms of moving it, it's gonna be heavy. So I think our best bet is honestly just to push it in the water from here. So never done before, but I think we can do this. It's actually pretty big considering it's gonna be underwater, but if you guys think we should do this, but like massive scale, I mean make a full underwater fort, maybe up at a lake, smack that like button. You know what? I'm gonna go for something crazy because that would be a massive build. If we get 300,000 likes, I don't know, I don't normally say this, but if we get 300,000 likes, we will do this, but like 4 times the scale in an actual lake. So smack that like button. Let's see if we can make it happen. Now it's onto these L brackets so we can start putting on the walls. Check it out, we have half of it done now. It's coming along looking pretty awesome. We made a little bit of a mistake. We kind of overshot the length of these, so as you guys can see, it looks good here. It's a cube, it's a cube, it's a cube, and then it kind of sticks out a little bit. But I mean, it's not that bad. It'll just be kind of like a little, you know, accent piece. It'll look nice. So other than that, everything seems sturdy. For the first thing I've ever built, a cube, it's coming along pretty good. Alright guys, so we just finished putting on the roof and already the fort is looking awesome. I'm gonna bring you guys inside and show you what it looks like. So it's not really huge. I mean, it's pretty big. Like, you can almost stand up in it. Logan, you wanna come in and see what both of us look like in here?
Gotta watch your head.
There's enough room. Yeah, it's, you know, we can sit down like this. And of course, guys, once we're underwater, I mean, we're gonna be able to float around. You can go over there, go over here. So it doesn't really matter what the size is, but it's looking great. It's all come together. We still don't know if it's gonna stay together once it goes underwater, so that's definitely an issue, but now all we have to do is put the door on over here. We also have to attach a cool piece, because what we thought of is instead of having our scuba tanks on our backs and actually having to like swim in here and have them all kind of bumping around, what if we attach the scuba tanks to the side of the fort and just had the regulators coming in so we could just chill in here and breathe normally, and then if we want to get out, we just take off the regulator and swim out. We went for kind of like a cool like flap mechanism, so basically once you're in the water, you'll pull the door up like this, and then you can swim in and then shut it from the inside. We're also gonna need to bring our diving lights because it's gonna get pretty dark in here considering the entire fort is covered. All we have to do is cut some small holes for a regulator, and then we gotta push this thing in the water. I don't know if we can move it in the water. This thing is heavy, and also I don't know if it's just gonna fall apart. I'm a master at cardboard, but when it comes to wood, I mean, it's a box, Logan. That's what's important. It's a box. It's sturdy. High five, man. This side is like first time builder. This looks great. So now we're ready to put it in the water, but before we do that, we decided we're gonna suit up in our wetsuits in case we have to jump in and kind of direct it. Once that's done, we'll get all of our scuba gear ready and jump in.
Ready, dude? I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Dude, check it out. Look at us. Now that we're all suited up in our wetsuits, we are ready to officially put this in. So we've got our scuba tanks as well as all of our scuba gear on the side. We're gonna get to that in a second, but first things first, we need to see if this thing will go down. We're gonna push it in the water and hopefully it stays all together. If not, it's gonna be a bad day.
Ready, Jake? Yep.
The boat is now, well, floating. I don't think it's filled up with enough water, so I think we got to jump in the pool and start pushing it down. I'm gonna jump in and start trying to pull it down. Oh my god, this is so buoyant. I'm like Superman. Oh, the splitters. Go down. We're making way. There it is, the fort is now underwater. We were able to actually get it beneath with a ton of weights. Now it's time to gear up with our regulators. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna wear the full scuba kit. We're just gonna take the regulators and attach them to the side of the fort. That way we'll have them running in the fort and it'll have onboard oxygen. It's gonna be super cool. So let's grab the tanks and let's start doing it. And now we can breathe out of this. In case you guys have never seen how they work underwater, I'll show you right now. That is so cool. As I'm speaking right now, Logan is inside the underwater box fort. Underwater, breathing oxygen. And the only way to get down to him is to swim down, enter through the hole, and grab an oxygen tank. I'm gonna go back in because it's just so much fun. I wanna be down there in the box fort, so let's go back down. this concludes our epic underwater box fort base. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have been asking for it for so long, and we knew we had to do it. Guys, you had to wait because we had to get our scuba licenses. We wanted to do it properly. We wanted to do an actual underwater base. And like I said, guys, if we get 300,000 likes on this video, we will do this again, but in a lake and make it much bigger. So smack that like button down below. Share it with all your friends. This has been Papa Jake and Logan from Team Epiphany. And we'll see you guys next time for another awesome video.